Ma'am, please show the first question so that we can attempt that.
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, you can let me know once you have finished solving this question. Yeah, others who join late, please go to joinpd.com and enter this code here, DRVPC PZC.
Ma'am, I have responded.
Yeah, okay. Should I wait for 2 more minutes or should I solve this question? I will wait 1 more minute, like till 6, 7.
Please wait for 1 minute, ma'am.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, this is simple question only, I will see how many of you have answered. Okay, we can see number of answers. Yeah. So yeah, anyone of you who have done correct, can you tell like why the answer is one? Any one of you, please volunteer and tell why answer is one.
Ma'am, actually it
Yes,
is
ma'am.
counting the vowel. If that is not vowel, then it jumps to step. Means it does not check the next one. So
Yeah.
We
Okay. Yeah, that is correct. I will explain for the others, those who have solved it incorrectly. Okay. Just quick
so I
explanation
think
here.
it has counted all the vowel which are consecutive or not followed by the consonant, right, ma'am?
Yeah, I will explain. See, are you looking at my screen? Please look at my screen. Okay, I'm sharing now that you have to look because I'm writing here. So you have word students, right? Students. First letter is, so here C equal to 0 initially and I equal to 1 and then A equal to students. So A equal to students here. This is a string. While I less than or equal to a dot letter count. What is the letter count of this a? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I is 1. 1 is less than or equal to 8. Yeah, it's true. That's why we will enter inside this while loop and will execute the statements which are present inside the while loop. That are the statements we will execute if this condition, if this while loop is satisfied, if the condition of the while loop is satisfied, then iteration happens. That means the statements inside the while loop will get executed. Next, coming to the if block, we are checking if ith letter of a is a vowel. So we are checking whether I, what is our I? 1. So we will check whether our first letter of our word is a vowel or not. So first letter is S. Is it a vowel? Is it a vowel? No, right?
No.
So yeah, yeah. So no. So this condition has become false. This if condition is not satisfied. That means if the condition is not satisfied, then the statements inside the block won't be executed. So the remaining statements will get executed. So if the if block has else part, the else part will be executed because the condition is not satisfied. If condition is not satisfied, so it will go to the iteration will go to the else block. So in the else block, what we will do, I equal to I plus 1. So I value is initially 1. Now I will become 3. So yeah, this is finished. As it is a while loop, we will again go to this beginning of the while loop. After execution of the statements of this while loop, we will again go to the beginning of this while loop and we'll check the condition, whether condition is satisfied or not. Yeah, 3 is less than or equal to 8. The condition is satisfied, so the statements inside the while loop will get executed. Same. If the ith letter of A is a vowel, is it a vowel? T. Is it a vowel? No, right? So, yeah, this if block won't be executed. So, the execution will go to the else part. Inside the else part, what is happening? I equal to I plus 2. What is our I? 3. 3 equal to 3 plus 2. In the second iteration, I will become 5. Right?
Yes, ma'am, understood.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. Third letter you missed. No, ma'am. You.
Ye- yes, yeah. Sorry, I have missed the third letter. Actually here the indexing, the students, no, this indexing here, the indexing will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the third here, the actually it is a string, so the indexing will start from 0.
Ma'am, your audio is
So
lagging.
here the third
Your
word
audio is
will
not
be
clear.
so okay. Now is it clear? Now?
Yes, ma'am, now it is being
Ma'am.
clear. And ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
zero page indexing has not been taught yet in class. Indexing has not been introduced till
Yes,
now.
ma'am. It started from one, I think.
Okay, ith letter is like, wait, let me do this again for you
Ma'am, I
here.
is initialized to one.
Sorry, yeah, that's what I mistook here. I is initialized to 1 initially. So the first letter is like this one only. Sorry, it is first one and second one. This is third one, third letter. So third letter is like now after this iteration, I is 3. After first iteration, our I is 3. This we have already seen. Is it clear for everyone how we got I equal to 3? Because first letter is S. So S is like as is not a vowel, so if block won't be executed, so else part we will go to the else part. So inside the else part, what I equal to I plus 2. I is initially 1 and 1 plus 2 is 3. So the third letter of, now coming to the this while block, 3, whether 3 less than or equal to 8. Yes, 3 is less than or equal to 8. What is our third letter? This is U. Previously I took T because I thought like, yeah, I took 2 something like that, and I took next letter and that happened. But I is 3 because our I is 3, that I has got incremented. So 3, yeah. So U is a vowel. Yes, U is a vowel. So C equal to C plus 1 will happen. This condition is satisfied. No, if ith letter of A is a vowel, U is a vowel. So the condition is satisfied. Hence the execution will be inside. The if block statements will be executed. C equal to C plus 1. That means C will be incremented and I equal to I plus 1 will happen. Yes, now I will be 4 here. I will be 4. Coming to the else part, will it come to the else part? Anyone of you?
No, because it is what vowel.
No, else part it won't come because the condition, if condition is satisfied, so it won't go to the else part. So you can iterate and check for the remaining what letters also. The count won't be incremented. Only once C will be incremented. So okay, I will quickly go through this also. Now next letter is fourth letter. No, so fourth letter is D. D is not a vowel, so it will go to the else part. So I equal to I plus 2 will happen. I will be 5 now. I equal to I plus 2. So 4 no initially, sorry. 4 plus 2 is 6. I will be 6. 6 is less than or equal to 8. Yes. So it will check the sixth letter. What is our sixth letter? Sixth letter is N.
And
N is not a vowel, so it will go to the else part. And the else part I equal to I plus 2 will happen. 8 is less than or equal to 8. So here in the I equal to I plus 2 will happen. 8 we will get 8 less than or equal to 8. Yes. So it will go to the while block and we'll check if ith letter of A is a vowel. Whether ith letter of our word is a vowel. Is S, no? S is not a vowel. So yeah. So the execution will um, this execution will happen. I equal to I plus 2 will happen. I will become 10, where 10 is not less than or equal to 8. So the while loop also will get terminated. Is it clear for everyone? If you have any small doubt also you can ask. If not, we'll move to the next question. Any one of you, please. Any
Clear.
one of you,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, who
Ma'am,
have doubt, you can.
ma'am, will
Yeah,
you
yes,
tell me the
sorry.
answer? It's A or B?
1. It's
One is the
A.
okay.
Yes, yeah,
Ma'am,
it's A.
how? I mean, um, the C can be incremented when it is a vowel. So in a
Yeah,
question there are two vowels, U and E.
yes, but you here see, so after seeing, okay, if you have seen a word which is not a vowel, if you have seen a letter which is not a vowel, then I equal to I plus 2 is happening, no, in the else part. So at
Yes,
that
ma'am.
time this E got skipped. You can check once also, you can try by yourself once and check. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, Hello, ma'am. Could you please explain it once again? I wasn't able to hear it. I joined just now.
uh, okay, have you tried solving this question?
I got answer as two, but you say it's one.
Yeah, why it's 2? Because see here, sorry, my pen has got stuck. So here, see, here you can see, no, here ith letter of A is a vowel. So first we will start with S. S is not a vowel. So what the execution will go to the else part, because the if condition is not satisfied, else part will get executed. So I equal to I plus 2 will happen. What is our current I? 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. What is the 3? What is
Okay,
the
ma'am.
like?
I got it.
Yeah,
I thought it's I plus one only, the else part. So now I saw it.
yeah,
It's one. I plus two. Got it. Got it.
yeah.
Thank you.
Excuse
Yeah,
me, ma'am.
okay.
I have a doubt. What is the meaning of this ith letter of a vowel?
So I, what is the value of I initially is 1, no?
One.
It's
Okay.
1. So that means first letter of A. A is like students array, no? So first letter of students is a vowel. We have to check whether first letter of students is vowel or not. We have to check. Similarly, when I got incremented to 3 or some value, when I has that value, then we will check the letter of your students. This array is vowel or not. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, now I will go to the peer deck.
Ma'am,
Yeah, yes.
ma'am, for graded assignment, what the essay's position should be? I mean, what should we consider? The S student S's position. Is it 0 or 1?
Yeah, basically, yeah, now it is like, yeah, I will confirm that in the discourse or something like that. Okay. Whether it's a 0 or 1, actually, there is some confusion here. Okay. Whether the first letter we are saying, whether it has a 0 at the letter or not, I will check and let you
Ma'am,
know. Okay.
actually in course
Default
they have not taught indexing.
Okay. Yeah.
default indexing will be the zero. Always start from zero, one, two, three. If an
Uh,
element is a
but nowhere indexing is mentioned, and
Yeah,
sir has also
nowhere
not.
it's mentioned.
And here
Oh,
also it is given
yeah,
I.
here also. Yeah, ith. So yeah, that means it we are
Ith
as we are
letter. It
starting
is
from.
not said ith element, something like that. If ith element, then we I think we need to consider indexing.
Yeah,
but in ith letter, what we consider?
Ma'am, also this is pseudo code, not original code, no?
Zeroth letter
yeah,
does
this is
not mean
pseudocode.
anything.
Yeah. I
First,
think we need to go into that detail of indexing and starting with zero and all, because this doesn't follow code standards. This is just a pseudo code, just to
Yeah,
understand the
yes.
flowchart or algorithm.
Yeah,
This is not
yes.
specific to any language also. This is just a logical answer, right?
Yeah. Where is this? Okay. Yep. This
also, ma'am,
is
I
your
think
second.
there should not be any meaning of zeroth element, zeroth letter. Zeroth element has some meaning, but zeroth letter does not mean anything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can solve the second question. This question is visible properly, right?
Yes.
So you can go to the peer deck and you can answer, right? Yeah. Just I'm seeing why my pen is. Okay, I will wait till 6:25 and then we'll start this. Please try to solve. Yeah, okay, let us begin. Should I wait for some more time or shall I start?
Yes, some more time.
Let us start.
Okay, just 1 minute I will give because, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, okay, I think. Yeah, yes.
Ma'am, in qualifier exam, we can face any time of time issue, same as competitive exams.
No, you will get enough time,
Okay.
but you have to manage it. Yeah, time is like it depends, no? If you solve quickly, it won't take like more than 30 minutes or 40 minutes for CT. But if you solve lately, it will take like 1 hour, 1.5 hour, 2 hours also. Yeah, it depends on your speed. Yeah,
Ma'am,
but it's
one
max.
one doubt is there regarding qualifier exam.
Yeah, can
Uh,
we take that at the end? Yeah,
okay,
let
ma'am.
you finish that. Okay, you ask that question and further questions we will take regarding qualifier at the end. Now we'll try to finish this. Okay, you can ask now.
Okay, ma'am. Uh, I have given many competitive exams also in class 12, but
Okay.
there I face some issue regarding the in exam in computer-based exam. There are some issue because the question is not showing properly. Yeah, somewhere the zoom in option, zoom in zoom out option are not available, and the
Yeah, that
question
kind
is
of issues
highly
won't be
enhanced.
there here. Yeah, that kind of issues won't be there here. It will be tested properly. Yeah, if anything of such is there, then yeah, we'll see. Like some marks or something will be even, but no, usually that won't happen. Okay.
Ma'am, okay, ma'am. Actually, it's become issue for different computer on the center only. Different
Okay,
center.
we'll see. Yeah, we'll at the time we'll check. For now, like yeah, any such kind of things won't be there. If such kind of things are there, we'll like yeah, management will think of that. Okay. Yeah, okay. We'll move to this question. What is the answer?
A,
Anyone
ma'am.
of you can?
A,
C.
Okay.
number of words with at
A.
least one vowel.
B.
B. Consecutive vowels.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see what is the correct one.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we take some uh, can you give one example of a word like with consecutive vowels, without consecutive vowels, so that it will be easy.
Value, ma'am. We can take value.
We
Okay,
can
value.
consider this words
No, ma'am.
WRDS.
Madras. Why not Madras? The word Madras.
Okay, Madra. Okay, yeah, we'll take these two examples. Yeah, one does not have consecutive vowels and the other has consecutive vowels, no? Yeah, so
Yes,
we'll
ma'am.
see. Yeah, we'll see. The confusion is like with consecutive and with at least two vowels, and also
At least
some
one. At least one
at,
vowel, ma'am.
yeah, okay, at least one, and with exactly two vowels. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, D equal to 0 initially, and while table 1 has more rows, Okay, this is like words data set. No words, we will have more words on the table data set, but here we have only two words. Let us imagine. So read the first row in the table 1. I equal to 1 initially, and A is set to false and B is also set to false. So I equal to 1 initially, while I less than or equal to x dot letter count. So our word is, let's take first letter. X is like value. This letter count is like 5, no? Yeah, 5.
Yes.
So 1 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, the condition is satisfied. So we will go inside this while loop. The statements inside the while loop will be executed. So we will check if ith letter of x dot word is a vowel. I means here 1. First letter, is it a vowel? No.
No, sir.
First letter is not a vowel. So these statements won't be executed inside the if block. So yeah, all the statements won't be executed. So while loop is terminating here, no, while loop is ending here. So we will again check, we will go back and we will check whether I is getting incremented, right? I is getting incremented here. If block won't be executed, but I equal to I plus 1 will happen, because I equal to I plus 1 is inside the while loop. So yeah, I will become 2 this time. 2 less than or equal to letter count. Yeah, 2 is less than or equal to 5. It's true. So we'll go to the while block inside the while block. If ith letter of x dot word is a vowel, yeah, A is a vowel, right? A is a vowel. Yes, these statements will be executed.
Ma'am, I'm not able to understand again here the meaning of ith letter of the word.
See, I is now 2, no? 2.
Ma'am, how to?
So,
How to?
yep. In the first iteration, we have started with I equal to 1, right? Initially, our I is
What
1.
is I basically? What is I? How are we denoting I?
It's here, it's like it's a variable. We are setting that variable value to 1 initially,
To
right? I
denote
is,
what? To denote what?
it's like a counter. We are counting the letter count every time.
Okay.
Yeah. So I is basically is a counter to what count the letters of your word. So initially we have started with 1. So the 1 is like first letter, ith letter of your word is a vowel. We'll check. No, I is now initially 1, first letter.
One.
So
Okay.
first letter of your word, like V, is a vowel? No. So this condition has become false. So the statement won't be executed inside the if block. So yeah, but this statement will be executed, no? Because if block won't be executed, this won't be executed, but this will happen because this I equal to I plus 1 is inside this while loop. So I will become 1 plus 1, that is 2. So yeah, we will go like as while loop, we will check for the condition till the condition is not satisfied, no? Yeah, the condition we will check whether 2 is less than or equal to x dot letter count. Our x is like value, no? Value dot letter count is 5. So yeah, 2 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, 2 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, its condition is satisfied. So the statements inside the while loop will be executed. So in the second iteration, I value is 2, no? So if we are checking if second letter of our word is a vowel. Yes, second letter is A. Second letter of our word is A. It's a vowel. So the condition is satisfied. So the statement inside this if block will be executed. We are checking whether if A. Here if A. If A means, so A is initially holding
False.
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 False. So if of false, so the condition, see previously here the condition results either true or false, right? Ith letter of word is a vowel or not a vowel, depending on that it may be, the result may be true or false. But here directly we know it's true or false by seeing the value of A. If the value of A is true, then only the statement inside the if block will be executed. Yeah, initially A value is false. Initially our A value is false. So the statement won't inside the this if block, that is B equal to true. This won't happen. So yeah, but this condition is satisfied, no? This ith letter of the word oval is a vowel, is a vowel. So this statement will be executed. As this condition has become false, A is not true initially, so that statement B equal to B true won't happen, but A equal to true will happen. Okay, now our A has become true and then in the next iteration our value of I is, what is our value of I? It's 3, no?
3.
Now
3.
3. So we will check, similarly we will check whether third letter of our word is a vowel. It's not a vowel. Third letter of our word is not a vowel, right?
Right.
Yeah, third letter of word is not a vowel. So this condition is not satisfied. This condition is not satisfied at all. So this statement I equal to 4 will happen. So here we will check whether 4 is less than or equal to letter count. Yes, 4 is less than or equal to letter count. It's true.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, Sharanya.
No, ma'am, not me.
Okay. Okay. If ith letter of word is a vowel, that means this fourth letter we are checking whether it's
Excuse
a
me, ma'am.
vowel. Yeah, yes. Who is this? Okay,
Ma'am, Christina.
Christina. Yeah,
Ma'am,
yes, tell.
ma'am, when I was 3, the condition became false.
Yes. So the
Ma'am, then
condition
how
became
come
false.
I would?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Then, ma'am, then this D part should be executed, ma'am. If that part is false, then how come I will become 4?
So ith letter of x dot word is a vowel is false. So where this if block is ending? Here, no? Here, exactly here. So all these statements inside the if block won't be executed. But what is outside your if block? I equal to I plus 1. Yes, that is inside your what? That is outside your if
Yes,
block.
ma'am.
That statement will be executed, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, this statement is outside the if block but is inside the while block. That also you should check. While is ending here. So this I
Yes,
is
ma'am.
outside the if block but inside the while loop. So every time this I equal to I plus 1 will happen even if the ith letter of word is not a vowel also. So it will happen. Yes. Yeah. So I is 4. 4 is, fourth letter is like U. U is a vowel. Yes, U is a vowel. So now
Inside A block is
i- yeah, inside
execute and
our,
B will be true.
yeah, inside A block, if A we have previously set to true when A equal to A, when we have seen A, we have set A to true, right? We have set A to true when A is a, yeah, after seeing A, this A, we have set this capital A to true. So now your A is true. So B will become true. If A condition is satisfied, so B will become true. Yes, B will become true. And yeah, this while loop will get ended here. So now you can see, right? Yeah, when actually this D is incrementing, only when if B is true. Only if B is true, then we are incrementing D. If we have set B to true, we are not setting it to false again. So if B has become true once, it is true. Like it will be true in your code only because we are not setting it to false again. So if B, then D equal to D plus 1 will happen. B should be true. So when we are telling B to true, when after seeing two vowels, we are making B to true. See here you can see A and U are not consecutive, right? They are not consecutive. So yeah, even if you have two, so this option we can say this is rule. This is not correct, right?
This
This is
will
not.
be correct.
Yeah, because even if you have consecutive or even if you have not consecutive vowels, still you can increment it. B will become true. So yeah, that's why.
Yes,
So
sir.
D equal to D plus 1 will happen if B is true. So this option we have seen. Okay, this next condition also we will see. Okay, now B is true will happen and I equal to I plus 1. So now here the I will be 5, right? I will be 5. This condition everything will we have executed, like B equal to true has happened, A equal to true also will happen, and I equal to I plus 1 will happen. Yeah, fifth letter of the word we will check. It's E. E is a vowel, right? If E is a vowel. So yeah, if ith letter of a word is vowel, that means E is a vowel. If A, yeah, A is already true. So B you will set again to true and A is already true. That will happen and I equal to I plus 1. So after this, there are no more letters. So your iteration will stop. So B equal to, if B is true. However, our B is true. So D equal to D plus 1 will happen for value. So even after even having three e's, even having three vowels, even having three vowels, but we got our d to be incremented, right? So this also option wrong. This is also wrong option.
Ma'am, sorry, ma'am, I didn't get it. When B is equal to true, ma'am. Ma'am, when B is equal to true.
So yeah, by seeing this pseudocode, yeah, when can you say b equal to true? When will be true? Can you tell by seeing this code?
Whenever we encounter the vowel.
Okay, I
Second
will.
occurrence of vowel.
Yes, second occurrence of the vowel. So first see this, when b is becoming true, when b is becoming true, b is becoming true if a is true. If a is true, then b is becoming true. When a is becoming true, whether if we have seen a vowel, then only a will become true, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Ma'am, then
Then
if X dot word is a vowel and A is equal to false, then how can B is equal to true? Can it be B is equal to true, ma'am?
sorry, I have not got
Ma'am,
Gaurav.
if X dot word is a vowel and initially A is equal to false, then
Okay.
can it be B is equal to true?
No. So initially our A is false, no? So ith letter, that means you have seen vowel here. So if A is false, initially if A is false, right? If A is
Yes.
false initially, so it won't execute this B equal to true statements. So it will go to the A equal to A, true will happen initially. So after seeing first vowel, A becomes true. And after seeing the next vowel, second vowel, then only B will become true, right?
Okay, got it, ma'am, got it.
So at least one vowel, no, we want two vowels to increment D, right? We want two vowels to increment D. D will be incremented only if B is true. B will be true only if there are two vowels, right? So this option, so the correct option is B. So I will quickly explain you this with this what solution also. So initially, yeah, loop, this is like loop for iterating through the paragraph, selecting a word at each iteration. This is like while loop to iterate over the each word of your words data set. And then so yeah, these are like reading the first row and these are initialization. This is like this inner loop is for iterating over the letters of your word, right? Letters of, you have picked the first word and from the first word you are iterating over the letters of the word using this inner while loop. Okay, A becomes, when A will be true, when we are setting A to true, if we have seen one vowel in your letter, then A will be true. A becomes true when a word contains a vowel. If it get another vowel, B becomes true. Therefore B is true if the word contains more than one vowel. Okay.
Ma'am, can this PDF be shared to us with the solution to understand it better in our dashboard?
Yeah, this PDF will be shared in the supplementary contents. We will check this also, okay, with the
Because
team.
this is clearly mentioning about each step, and this is quite helpful in understanding these loops and everything.
Okay, yeah, okay, well, yeah, I think mostly it will be provided. Yeah, you can, yeah, I will what ask with the team members if it is, yeah, if we can publish this, then yeah, it will be there under your supplementary contents or somewhere it will be there. Okay, you can able to find that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah,
Ma'am, will we get the book of computational thinking?
yeah, the PDF is there, no? It's there under supplementary contents resource.
No, ma'am, it is not present there.
Are you sure it's, is it not present? Anyone, have you tried whether it's present
Yes,
or
ma'am.
not?
I think it's not in.
Yes,
Okay, I
ma'am.
think
Some
I
are
after
have opened the
smaller.
qualifier.
CT section. It is not there. I am
Okay, I think
100%.
after the qualifier or some after
Ma'am, but the
qualifier, I
math book
think.
is has been presented, ma'am. Math book PDF is there,
Okay,
and other book PDFs are not there in all three subjects.
okay. Yeah, we'll check that also. Yeah, we'll check that and we'll provide if yeah, if it is like needed, not needed. If it is like okay, if we can provide, we will provide. If not, yeah, if it's not, yeah. Actually, after qualifier, I think you will get the PDF also. For that. Okay. So I
Ma'am,
have.
means book will be provided or not, because we are not sure that whether that will be provided or not, because the sir is already showing in the lecture, and also the link is given to buy the book in starting course introduction. The buy
This
link is
book,
also given.
yeah,
Acha.
this book, that book you can buy from Amazon or Flipkart. That book will not provide.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think the sessions has to be better managed, Nalini. I think, let's be, only technical, right? Others, please
Yeah,
engage them,
yes.
properly. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, okay. See, you can see no others are waiting actually to complete this. Yeah, we'll take this all these queries at the end. I told this initially also. Yeah, okay. So now we have seen like when A will be true, when we have seen a vowel, then A will be true. Here, after seeing if ith letter of a word is vowel, then A will be set to true. When B will be set to true, after seeing the second vowel, whether it's consecutive or not consecutive, after seeing a vowel, then B will be set to true. So when D will be incremented if B is true. So basically D gets incremented whenever B is true. B is true when we have seen two vowels. That's all. Okay. So D represents the number of words with more than one vowel, at least two vowels. Okay, not it's need not be consecutive, or B should not. So if it has only one vowel, then B won't be true. So D won't get incremented. So at least one has ruled out. Only we are left with other options. What are the other options? You can see here. At least one vowel, it's clearly not, because B will be true only if we have seen two vowels. That need not be consecutive. We have seen with value also, example we have taken and we have seen. So yeah, that need not be consecutive, and exactly two it's not required. Even if you have third vowel, still our B will be true and D will get incremented. Exactly two is not required. At least two. If it has at least two vowels in your word, then D will be incremented and that will be counted. Okay, now coming to the finding the pairs with similar properties. So how to find the pairs? In the week 4 is basically to find the pairs, right? Basically, like students with the same date of birth, the lecture it says given, no? So here by seeing this, can you tell like how many pairs which can be formed from the given table where every person in pair have same occupation? By seeing, just by looking, we can say, no, how many pairs are there.
Yeah.
Software
Yes, ma'am.
engineer 3.
16, ma'am.
Uh,
16. 16, ma'am.
what? 16.
Yeah, 2
City
to the
also.
power of
Two pairs can be formed.
18.
Okay, by seeing, just by seeing this table, how many pairs are there?
15, I
16.
think.
Four pair can be if occupation is
Yes, ma'am.
consideration,
4 pairs can be formed.
and
Okay,
ma'am there will be one person left out of that pair.
1% left.
Hotel management.
Three
Yes, ma'am.
pairs can be formed.
Actually, hotel management
Yeah.
occupation is only one person there, so that person will be left over.
Okay,
Can 4
yeah.
pairs.
Okay,
Four pair.
we got 15, 16 pairs also, some people. Yeah, like pairs should be unique. So I will say now same occupation. Who has same occupation? Ajay, Akanksha. Ajay, Akanksha. This can be one pair. Pair means only two persons, no? So this can be one pair. And then Ajay and Deepak. Ajay and Deepak also one pair. And then Akanksha and Deepak also another pair. Akanksha and Deepak also another pair. And data scientists, Vishaka and Raji. Vishaka and Raji are also other pair. So yeah, now Akanksha and Ajay. This Akanksha and Ajay. This two. This. So actually Ajay and Akanksha are pair. And if we say Akanksha and Ajay as a pair, both are same only, no? Both are two same names. Ajay, Akanksha. Akanksha, Ajay, both are same. So we are counting unique pairs. That means if Ajay and Akanksha we got once, then Akanksha and Ajay won't be other pair. So we are finding unique pairs, non-similar pairs. So these names won't should not be repeated. The same names in a pair should not be repeated. So Deepak and Ajay. Now our pair is Ajay and Deepak. Deepak and Ajay won't be another pair. We want just unique pair. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs are there. So by seeing you can tell there are 4 pairs. How do you got like how do you found there are 4 pairs? So first what you have done, you have checked what you have checked first Ajay. You have just iterated over this table, going from software engineer, and then you have seen the next person occupation. It's data scientist. Next person occupation is data scientist. So they can't form a pair. And the next person occupation is hotel management. So both Ajay and Hamid cannot be a pair. And the next person is Ajay and Akanksha. Yes, both are software engineers. So both is a pair. So yeah, we have to count number of possible pairs. So after seeing this pair, we can increment our count. Similarly, yeah, software engineer and data scientist, we will compare the software engineer with data scientist Rajia. Both are not a pair. So yeah, so the count won't be incremented. And after seeing Ajay and Deepak and Ajay both are software engineers. So yeah, so both can be a pair. Hence, yeah, both can become a pair. So count we can increment. So by seeing this, we have got 3 pairs, no? After this we have got 3 pairs. Okay, next Ajay is finished. So after seeing Ajay, we can remove this, no, completely, because we have compared Ajay with every other one. Ajay we have compared with this Vishaka, Hamid, and Akanksha, and Raji, and Deepak. With everyone we have compared our Ajay. So Ajay we can totally remove. And then, yeah, previously we have also seen that if Ajay and Akanksha are a pair, Akanksha and Ajay won't be pair because we want unique pairs. So we can totally remove this, and then we will start from Vishaka. So similarly we will check Vishaka with every other one. So and finally we will find Vishaka and Raja will form a pair. This we will get in the second iteration. In the third iteration we will see hotel management. No one is of hotel management, so we won't get any pair. And the fourth, and this Akanksha is a software engineer. We will compare with each and everyone's occupation. So yeah, they can he Akanksha can form pair with Deepak. And Raja we will check with Deepak. He is a software engineer, so we won't get pair. And Deepak is only one, we can't compare with every others. So same thing here we are doing. So Ajay is software engineer. We are comparing with each and everyone. After finding Akanksha, who is the software engineer, we got one pair. And similarly, Ajay will be compared with every other one. And after seeing Akanksha, and the other pair is like Deepak. Deepak is a software engineer. So far we have got 2 pairs: Ajay, Akanksha, Ajay, Deepak. Okay. And now, yeah, now we can remove this, and then everything is same. To
Ma'am,
count
your
the
audio is muted.
Okay, now is it audible, right? Is audible right now? I'm audible, right?
Ma'am, your voice is audible, but on every 1 to 2 minutes, your voice is being muted.
No, it is clear.
No, it is clear.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yes, yeah,
I
it is
think the
clear.
problem with, yeah, problem maybe with you only. Yeah. So the execution is same. What I have told previously, we have seen. Yeah, pseudocode. I will show pseudocode. So total 2 pairs we got. No, Ajay Akanksha and Ajay Deepak. To count the number of pairs with Ajay, the iterator needs to work. So yeah, basically we will check, we will first fix this first row, and then we will compare that with each, and we will iterate through each and every other row of your table. So first this will be fixed, and then everything we will iterate over this. So actually basically what you can see is like this is repeating, no, for every card we are comparing with every other card. This is like for first one, Ajay is compared with every other card. And similarly after coming to second one, this also, we have compared Vishaka also with every other one, right? Every Hamid, Akanksha, everyone. Third card also we have compared with every other remaining one. So what the pattern is repeating, no, the same comparison we are doing for each and every card. So if we have such kind of scenario, what we can do, if we are doing the same thing, we can optimize this and we can make it as a procedure, right? Instead of iterating over in your while loop, instead of doing this same thing for each and every card, we can just do in a procedure, and we can call that procedure every time while iterating, no? So that can be done. Yeah. So this point I have told also. Remember, Ajay Akanksha is same as Akanksha and Ajay in this case, which means we no need to think about Ajay once if we finish comparing Ajay with every other one. Therefore, we can delete that row. After comparing Ajay, like after comparing a row with every other one, we can delete that row, because we have all, if we got pair with some other one, yeah. So yeah, Ajay, we have got pair with Akanksha. So Akanksha and Ajay are not different pair. They are same pair. If we have got pair for Ajay, like after comparing with every other one, we can just delete that Ajay. That what we have seen that. So this is like basically what we are doing is like read the first row, compare the with the remaining rows. If the occupation is same, then the counter we are incrementing. Okay. And then we will delete that row. The same thing, each and every step it's like written, but we have already discussed this. Then we'll come to the pseudocode. Okay. So first what we have seen, no, call a procedure to find the number of rows. Yeah, as I have told, the same thing is repeated everywhere. So we can write a procedure and we can call that procedure while comparing with every other thing. We can call that. And then if the procedure is true, if the procedure returns true, then we can what, if the procedure returns 1 or 2, any value, we can just add that thing. Yeah, here. Okay, so we have to basically count the number of pairs. So for that we are making count equal to 0 initially, and then we have to iterate over our table. So we will check whether table 1 has more rows. Okay, whether table, first we have to count the pairs. That's why we will take count is 0 initially, and then we will iterate over the table. So yeah, we will check while table 1 has more rows. Okay, if it has more rows, then we will read the first row from your table. Yeah, and then we are moving that row to table 2. We will store some value, like we will, what is required, we require only the what, occupation, right? Occupation is required of that particular row. So we will store that occupation in some variable, and then yeah, we will compare that occupation over the other student, other persons, other individual. And then how we can do, we can do by calling a procedure. So actually procedure this procedure will should take what it should take. It should take the remaining rows which are left in our table. It should take and the occupation of that first row, like Ajay is software engineer, no, that occupation it should take, and that remaining rows we will pass to the procedure. So what the procedure will do, it will compare your this occupation, this A, with every other's occupation of the remaining rows of your table. Yeah. So basically how we will do, we will iterate over this table and we will check whether this occupation of this table is also same. So we will read the first row in your table and we will check whether both the occupation, this first row, that is B dot occupation is same as A is occupation, no. If both are same, then we will increment that count, and then yeah, same thing we will iterate over the table till the table has become what till the table has moved to other table, all the rows has finished iterating, and then
Excuse
we'll
me.
final. Yeah.
I was just asking that shouldn't the second table index start from one?
Actually what we are doing here is like we are moving x to table 2 after picking a row, after selecting a row. That means first row is Ajay, no. After selecting that, we will just store the occupation what the Ajay occupation has. Ajay occupation is software engineer, no, engineer. We will store that and we will just simply discard that. We will move to the other table 2. Okay, other table, here we will store the Ajay. And then the remaining table, what is the remaining table in our this table 1 initially? That means other Hamid, Akanksha, everyone are there, no, that we will pass to this procedure. Sorry, something has happened.
Yeah, the whiteboard is like screen share is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, screen sharing has stopped.
Yeah, now I'm sharing,
Yeah,
no.
it's back.
Yeah.
So we read the first row and then move the first row to table 2.
If we will read the first row, we will store the occupation. What we want occupation of that first row, no. We will just store that occupation in somewhere, like, and then we will move that row to the table 2. Is it clear till now?
Yeah, yes,
Yeah. Yeah. And what we have to do, we have to check the occupation against the remaining rows of your table, no.
right, right.
Yes, remaining rows of your table. So what we will do, this is same for every row. We will fix one row and we will do the comparison with every other row. This is same for every row. So instead of writing this here, we can write a procedure that takes the table, that takes the remaining rows which are present, that is table 1, that takes your table 1. That means the remaining rows, the Ajay row we have discarded, the remaining rows we will take, and A is the occupation of that first row, like Ajay occupation, that is software engineer, we will pass. Then what is happening here in the number of pairs procedure, here we will iterate over the table which we have provided to this number of pairs. In that we will read each and every row and we will check whether the occupation of that row is same as your A. If both occupation are same, then we will increment the counter and we will move this whatever we have seen Akankshan. If we have seen other person, we will check its occupation. If both are same, then we will increment. If not same, also we will move it to the other table. That means comparison we have finished. So coming to the other row, then we will do that for every other row of your table. So Ajay, already we have moved to table 2. So we will pass only the remaining rows of your table. Like after discarding Ajay, what are the remaining rows? We will pass that to our procedure. And the A is the occupation of the Ajay. That I told, no, we will store that. Yeah. In the table 1, this comparison will happen in this procedure. And finally, we will return some value after finding the pairs. Yeah, the same thing we will do, and for the second row also, yeah, this procedure will return some value here. and then yeah, we'll iterate over this while loop. The second row, the next row will be after Ajay, there will be some Hamid or something value, no? Yeah, we will fix that, and then we will pass the remaining rows to this procedure, and then we will see whether both are same, whether the B occupation and Hamid occupation is same as this. We will compare, and we will this procedure will return some value that we will store here, like store not, we'll keep count of that. Yeah, I will show the full procedure. Yeah, you can see this full procedure. Instead of me explaining, you try to understand this procedure. If you have some doubt, please ask. Our goal is to find the number of pairs who has same occupation.
So, ma'am, actually, if we want to discard Ajay and don't want to repeat the same comparison, can we send the Ajay to table 3? I mean, in the first iteration, instead of moving it to table 2, can we send it to table 3 so that it doesn't get repeated?
Yeah, you can move to any table, table 2 or table 3. See here, you can see the denotion is separate, no? Table T2, here the denotion is something table T2, no? Yeah, you can move, you can discard to any other table, but the iteration should not happen it to should not happen it, no? So here we are comparing only table 1. Here in the while loop we are checking only table 1. So if we move to table 2 or table 3, yeah, it's okay, because we are not checking the table 1 again. Table 2 or table 3 we are not checking. We will check only table 1 inside this while loop, no?
So initially, reading the first row X of table 1 in the first while loop, and inside the procedure, we are passing the same table. You mean starting with Ajay?
So see, okay, we have Ajay is our first row of your
Yes,
table 1. Yeah,
correct.
we have moved Ajay to table 2. Moved Ajay to table 2. That means it is no more in table 1. We have completely moved that
Yes.
card.
Okay. That's what you mean when deleting the first row, and that table will be without Ajay now, and that will be passing into the procedure.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, got it.
But ma'am, this procedure will compare only for first one, no? Means for Ajay only.
Yeah, this while loop we are keeping the here this while loop is still iterating, no? We are iterating over this while loop, no? So first it will be Ajay, and the second row is something, let's say Hamid. Third row is some Vishaka or some value. Okay. After this Ajay we have seen. So first row we have seen. So we will pass this entire table, this table to the procedure. Number of pairs. Yeah, some iteration, something, all everything will be happening. It will return some value c equal to 1 or 2. It will return. Yeah, and then yeah, this table 1, we have still this table 1, we have not moved to other table, no? Here only first row of your table is moved to table 2. Ajay has moved to table 2, but this Hamid, Vaishaka are still there. So after completing the first iteration, this Ajay iteration, we will still go back through the while loop and we'll check whether table 1 has more rows. Yes, table 1 has Hamid and Vishaka, so the iteration still happens. So here the number of
Okay, ma'am,
pairs,
understood.
yeah, we are passing number of pairs. That means new copy will be here. New copy will be here, table T1. That is not same. Okay. I think
Yeah.
someone has raised the hand. I don't.
In
Yeah.
in pseudocode, this is, I think this seems okay, but in actual, when we write the code, it may be different, right? Because you will have to write that recursive function without creating the table 2 and taking the next index of table 1 itself.
Yeah, this is pseudocode only, no?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, I
Okay.
have also doubt because in actual practice, we do not need to move any. Why does it matter to move such up and down? It's really become a little rigorous, ma'am.
Actually, this is for your understanding only. This, see, if I say move to table 2, we have moved. So in the card, sir has shown nicely, no, while moving the from one place to another place, like he has moved to table 2. That means he has shifted the position of the card. Instead of keeping it backward of your deck, it has moved. So that means the iteration won't repeat. Like, we will, while moving the cards, while checking some value, sir has, if sir has moved to table 2, that means he has kept the card aside, so that the iteration won't happen of for that card again, right? We won't check for that card again. We will check only the cards which are present in the deck. That's why we are moving it to table 2. Yeah. So
Ma'am,
yeah, it's just for your understanding purpose only. Okay, the movement and everything. Yeah.
Right.
ma'am,
You're moving X to table 2 means you're looking for the next index in the same table. That's all.
yeah, ma'am, actually explain one thing. The parameter of the procedure, which is table T1 and A. Please explain this thing. I didn't get it.
So okay, how the procedure is number of pairs. What we are passing to the procedure, table 1. Table 1 is like our actual table, the table with what we have started. That is
Yes,
the table 1. But now Ajay is not there. The first row is not there because we have moved it to other table.
yes,
So the remaining rows will be there here. That table we will pass. And also occupation. What is occupation? X dot occupation. What is our X? Ajay's card. Ajay card occupation we will store. So the whatever the card we have moved to table 2, that card's occupation we will store, and the remaining rows of your table we will pass to the procedure number of pairs. So here, num- number of pairs for Ajay, it is taking all these rows, and I'd say Ajay's occupation we are passing, that is software engineer, and all these remaining rows we are passing to this procedure. So the procedure takes that, but instead of table 1, here it's table T1. Instead of occupation, it's here A. These are like, okay, if I
yes,
say
yes. Got it.
x int x equal to, okay, sorry, no, x equal to 10, if I say count, like count equal to 0, if I say, and instead of that, if I say y equal to x, okay, y equal to x, why am I writing this? Yeah, y equal to x, that means whatever the value of x, that will be assigned to y. So y also will become 10. So whatever the value of table 1 it's storing, that will be assigned to table T1 also. Whatever the value of occupation that is storing here, that will be assigned to A also. That is like this. If I say x equal to 10 and then y equal to x, if I say, so the value of x will be assigned to y. Both x and y are not same, but the value will be assigned. Okay, I'm talking
Yes,
about the memory, that is not required, but just the value will be assigned. That means table T1 will become table 1, the value will become table 1, and the occupation A value will become occupation. Okay.
okay. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's okay. So any others, if you have any doubt in this pseudocode, please ask. This is just like mainly in week 4, it's basically on this finding pairs.
Ma'am, can you explain the part where count equal to count plus number of pairs?
Okay, so actually, what is this procedure returning? It's returning C. C is basically a number. Like it's maybe it can be 0, 1, or 2, or any value. If C is not incremented, then C value will be 0. If C got incremented 1, C value will be 1. So we are returning that. The procedure is returning that C. This number of pairs is returning that C. That C return C means it's a number. So it will return either 0 or 1 or 2. So actually here we are saying count equal to count plus number of pairs, that procedure. Okay. So after seeing number of pair statements, the execution will go to this part, the procedure. So we will start executing this procedure till the procedure. After end of the procedure, we will execute. So if the procedure is returning something, that value will be replaced here. Like the output will be stored here. That output will come here. So if the procedure is returning 0, then count equal to count plus 0 will happen. If the procedure is returning 1, then count equal to count plus 1 will happen. So yeah, if your count is initially 0, yeah, it will become 0 here, count will become 0 here, and count will become 1 here. Did I answer your doubt? If you have any doubt, please ask, like any specifically. So basically, the whatever the value the procedure is returning, that will be replaced here. Count equal to count plus number of pairs. So when we see the statements, execution will go to here, this number of pairs part, this procedure part, and whatever the procedure is returning, the value which is returning, that will be replaced here.
So what is the difference between count and C?
So yeah, count is like internally so previously also we have seen, while counting the vowels, we have what kept track, like whether we have seen first vowel or second vowel. We have seen, no, that in a iteration we have seen first, and then if b is true, if the b is true, then only we have incremented the count. Similarly here also, after finding the pairs, then only we will increment the count. If we have seen a pair, then only we will increment the count. If the procedure has seen 2 pairs, then only the count will be set to true. So the count is like, it's external, like it is like basically what we can see, but the procedure execution everything is like internal thing. So how can I tell this? Yeah, here
In, in,
previously also,
in
yeah,
the outer while loop, we are not checking the length for the table one. Uh,
in the outer while loop we are not finding the pairs, we are actually finding the pairs here.
but then how we are incrementing it to the next?
Okay, see, in the outer while loop, we are not actually counting the pairs. No, in the outer while loop, here we are not actually counting the pairs. The the pairs counting is happening inside this procedure, and whatever the value of the procedure is returning, that is the pairs. That is the value of the pair.
Is added
Like
to the
Ajay has formed, like with the Ajay has formed pairs with how many other people? Ajay has
output.
formed pairs with one people or two people. The procedure will return whether it's 1 or 2, it will return that. We will we will show it as count here. Count equal to count plus 2 will happen same for the other row, like Hamid, taking Hamid. So this procedure internally calculates how many pairs Hamid has formed with other people. So if he has formed one pair, so that value will be written here. So actually Ajay has formed two pairs. Now count will be 2. Now count plus 2 plus 1 will happen, that is 3. So this C is for internal counting. Internal counting means like this row, Ajay has formed pairs with how many other people. But this count is external, like how many total pairs are there. It's like, no, it's not specific to this Ajay. Here this C will be like only Ajay pairs or some other specific row pairs. But here this count is like total number of pairs, include like all the other
Right.
pairs.
That is understood. But what I was saying, like in the outer while loop, how does it go to the next person in the table two?
Yeah, okay, after seeing this has finished, no, the statements, the procedure will return some value, this statement will be finished.
So let's say count becomes 1.
Okay, count will become 1. Now count is 1. Still count is 1. Still we are inside our while loop only, no. Still we will check, again we will check for this condition. This loop will stop only if the while condition will become false. So we will check whether table 1 has more rows. Yeah, only we have removed Ajay, the table 1 will have more rows, Hamid and every other rows. Yeah, the execution will again continue till the other rows, all the rows will become like finished. After iterating
Actually,
all
ma'am,
the
the first while loop. Actually, ma'am, the first while loop is running, and the procedure is running and closing again and again. But first while loop
yes,
run only once until until all the element have compared in table one and move to table two. Right, ma'am?
2, yes, yes, yeah, you are correct. So we have Ajay, Hamid. Okay, I will say the execution. Vishaka. Okay, let us and some other name. Rajiv. Okay, let us see. So first table one. This is our table one. So Ajay. We have moved to table two. What we will pass this table. We will pass this entire data to table T1. This procedure. So this procedure will iterate over this table. Hamid, Vishaka. We are passing. So this table is we have new. We have other table here in the procedure. Table T1. That is same as our table T1. Table one. So we will iterate, we will compare with the Ajay occupation. Yeah, if they are same, then we will increment. The count will be incremented. C will be either 1 or 2 depending on that. Okay. If it has written some value like let's say 1, so count equal to count plus 1 happen, count will be 1. So again we will check whether here inside the while loop, we are still inside our while loop, we will check whether table 1 has more rows. Yes, Hamid we have. So what we will pass to this procedure, Vishaka and Rajiv, because we have moved Hamid to table T2. Table T2 we have moved Hamid, we have moved to table T2. What we are left? We are left with Vishaka and Rajiv. That we will pass to this procedure, table T1. So Vishaka and Rajiv are there. So we will compare Hamid occupation against Vishaka's and Rajiv occupation. Okay, if both are same, then count we will give some value. If it is like 1, then count we will return 1 here. So count equal to count plus 1 will happen. Count will become 2. Previous our value is 2. 1, the count will be 2 now. Okay, now we will again check whether our table 1 has more rows. Yes, we have Vishaka and Rajiv. So this will happen here. So Rajiv, we have only Rajiv we will give because it has only one that thing. So yeah, he has table 1 we will this Rajiv we will give. Now we will compare the occupation of Vishaka with Rajiv. If both are same, then we will increment the count. Let us say now C is returning 0. Okay, now C will return 0. 2 plus 0 is 0, 2, and then count will be 2 only. Then again we will check whether table 1 has rows. Yes, table 1 has more rows. We have Rajiv. So Rajiv we will have, yeah, and we will pass the table 1. The table 1 is nothing, we don't have anything, so anything won't be compared. This actually this procedure, this while loop won't get executed, so we will return C is 0, so C will be 0 here, so count will be 2 only. Now we will check whether table 1 has more rows. Table 1 has no more rows to iterate, so iteration, this procedure and everything will stop, right?
Right.
Okay, is it clear
Yes,
now?
ma'am. How many question left more?
Yeah, you have one more question only. What is the time? One more question only, one more question I think. Yeah, 1 or 2, that's all. I think this is the lengthiest question. Yeah, you can solve this question in the peer deck. Is my peer deck? My peer deck is still open, right? It's open only now.
Yes.
And there is one more tab.
Yeah.
Fifth tab.
Sorry.
No, you are there already.
So please solve this question. Yeah, I will wait for 2-3 more minutes and we'll start this question. Okay, sure. I will wait one more minute and then we'll start.
Ma'am, this question seems to be lengthy, but the answer is very simple, ma'am.
Yeah.
Only reading issue is there, otherwise answer is clear.
Yes. Yeah. It's very simple question. But still people has got different answers. Okay, let me start. The given pseudocode is executed using the library table. At the end of execution, A, B, C captured the number of pairs of books published in the same year up to 1950, from 1951 to 2000 and 2000 and since 2001 respectively. So A will store the number of books published in the same year up to 1950. So A is up to 1950. That means 1950 or less than or equal to 1950. A should store. And B will store from 1951 to 2000. That means B value should be uh, greater than or equal to 1951 but less than 2001. B is storing the books which are published less than or equal to 2000. And C is storing since 2001 respective. Since means from 2001 onwards. So that means greater than 2000 or greater than or equal to 2001, you can say C. All the books which are published in the same year. Okay, the procedure same year taken as takes a table as parameter and returns the number of pairs of books published in the same year. So this procedure same year will take some table as parameter and returns the number of books which are published in that same year. Okay, am I audible clearly or is there some issue with my voice?
That's
No, you
all.
are audible.
No issue.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Audible.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Okay, the same year procedure, what it will do, it takes table as parameter and returns the number of pairs of books published in the same year. Okay, it will just return a number which denotes the number of pairs of books that are published in the same year. That procedure will do. Okay, basically our A should store number of books which are published in the same year up to 1950 and B up to from 1951 to 2000 and C from 2001 onwards. So same thing we will do. So that means what we can do, this is concept of binning, no? So first we will iterate over the table, all the rows in your library data set, and we will see like how many books are published up to 1950. That means how many books are published before 1950 and on 1950 year, and how many books are published from 1951 to 2000 we will check, and how many books are published from 2001 we will check. Like we will bin them separately. So that is binning here. So A basically will call A table. A is like variable which stores the number of books which are published in the same year. Same year means like 1949 and on 1949. It can be like two books must be published in the 1949 or 1948. Like two books must be in the same year and that must be less than or equal to 1950. Year must be less than or equal to 1950. Yeah, that's what A will store. How many pairs of books which are published in the same year up to 1950. A will store. B is 1951 to 2000 and C is 2000 onwards. So basically we must bin the books based on the year of based on the year in which it is published. So yeah, so we should actually, what A is taking? Table 2, B is taking table 3 and C is taking table 4. So on this way we have to separate our what, our rows. So less than or equal to 1950, right? That means less than or equal to 1950 we should move to table 2, and greater than or equal to 1950 to 2000 should be table 3, and greater than 2000 should be table 4. So in the basically in the first option all things are moved to table 2, like table 3 and table 4 are empty. Still we are telling like B, we are passing, we are giving like same year of table 3 and table 4, but B is should store the number of pairs which are published in the same year. So in first option is totally incorrect. And B option, why it's not correct B option? Because up to 1950 we are telling, up to 1950 means 1950 or less than 1950. That means here less than or equal to is not included. That's why this B option is incorrect here also. B is storing from 1951 to 2000. So greater than 1950 is correct, and less than or equal to 2000 is also correct. And C is like greater than or equal to 2001, greater than 2000 is also correct, except here less than or equal to, here x dot here is less than or equal to 1950 is missing here, B option. And C option is correct. And D option, why it's wrong? D option, anyone want to of you wants to tell why, like why D option is incorrect?
Year 1950 is not included.
Yes, yeah, 1951 is not included, that's why D option is incorrect. Yeah, this is simple, no? Anyone has
And
doubt, please
option
ask.
A and B are both same. No?
A and B are same, no.
A and D.
A and D, they are not same. A and D, okay, we'll see. A is like everything we are moving to table 2, but in D we are moving it to different tables.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, is this clear? Yeah, in the same year, please everyone try to look the same year procedure, what we are doing in the same year procedure. Yeah, if you have doubt, you can ask in the same year procedure. Basically, same year procedure should count, should return the pairs, like count of pairs, no?
Ma'am, please repeat why D is incorrect.
Yeah, D is incorrect because B should be, okay, see, B should store from 1951 to, okay, actually, sorry, I think I have mistook C row. C should store from 1951 to, B should store from 1951 to 2000. So that means greater than or equal to 1951. I think answer is D. Actually, answer
Yeah,
is
that's
D.
what I
Yeah.
was saying. My D was strong.
Yeah, sorry. I thought like here 1950. Yeah. Answer is D.
I was also confused.
Yeah, sorry for that. So B should be from 1951 to 2000. That means greater than 1950 and less than or equal to 2000. Here already 1950 is counted in C, like in A, no? In this option. Yeah.
In
Yeah,
C also
please.
9.
Yeah. So please try to look at the procedure same year. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Basically, we will compare the years of both the rows. If both are same, then D will be incremented, and that D we are returning. Sorry. So what the procedure same here is taking, it's taking a table as parameter. So therefore table 2, table 3 and table 4 must be defined. We must define what is table 2, table 3 and table 4, no? Yeah, A is referring to the books up to 1950, therefore table 2 must be contain all the books that are written up to 1950. Okay. Okay, I will present that peer deck thing. Okay, I'm under the peer deck only, no? Peer deck is visible, right, to everyone on my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. The same thing which we have discussed here. That's what the same thing. The procedure is returning the required pairs by taking the table as parameter. Okay, therefore the procedure needs only the corresponding table. Correct option is D. Okay. Okay, this is the last question. Yeah, I will wait for 2-3 more minutes and then we'll start. Okay, should I start or should I wait for a few more minutes?
You can start.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am,
okay.
start. Ma'am, I have a
Yeah,
confusion in option A and B, ma'am. Please make sure to
yeah, yeah,
clarify that.
yeah. Okay, yeah. The given pseudocode is executed. Okay, the given pseudocode is executed using the scores dataset. Student X can mentor student Y if chemistry mark of X minus chemistry mark of Y is between 10 and 20, including both boundaries. That means 10 and 20 are also included. We call X comma Y a study pair. Okay, we call X comma Y study pair if the difference of marks between X and Y, X and Y chemistry marks difference knows. Okay. So,
Your voice is not audible now.
yeah. Okay, now is it audible?
Yes, just now.
Yeah, okay, yeah. The question now. So we call X comma Y a study pair. We call X comma Y study pair if the difference between marks of X and Y in chemistry is between 10 and 20. Both 10 and 20 are included. That means less than or equal to. Difference of X comma Y marks must be less than or equal to 20. Then only we will say X and Y is study as a study pair. So actually, yeah. What will A represent? We are asking about what will A represent at the end of execution. So here we have started with A as 0 and B as 0, and we are iterating over the table of our scores data set. We are reading the first row and moving that row to table 2. Again we have started like that means okay, let's take some example. Rahul, Deepak, Ajay, okay, Vishaka, that thing. So first row Rahul we have seen, we have moved to another table, table T2. Then inner table, we are iterating over the inner table. That means we are comparing Rahul with all other students. So each student is getting compared with every other student, right? So yeah, in the inner table, what we are doing? In the inner while loop, we are checking whether table 1 has more rows. Yes, it has Deepak, Ajay, Vishaka. We are checking. Okay, read the first row. Why in table 1? That is Deepak is the first row in our table 1. So we are moving this to some different table, table 3. That table we are retrieving. No, we are just after finishing the execution of this while loop, we are moving all the rows from table 3 to table 1. So this table we are still keeping, but table 2 rows we are discarding it. Okay, this Deepak and Ajay and Vishaka, all the table we will again move to table 1. Now initially in the while loop we are moving it to table 3. Okay, difference of xy equal to x dot chemistry minus y dot chemistry. What is x? Rahul chemistry marks we are checking with every other Deepak, Ajay and Vishaka. We are comparing, we are calculating the difference here inside the value. Initially we are keeping the difference of xy, that means Rahul's and Deepak chemistry marks difference in this difference xy. So and finally we are comparing, we are checking whether 10 is less than or equal to difference xy, and difference xy is less than or equal to 20. That means both the conditions should be satisfied. No, so our difference must be less than or equal to 10. Our difference, so sorry, our 10 must be less than or equal to difference of xy. That means our difference must be greater than 10, right? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, and difference must be less than or equal to 20. Yeah, difference should be less than or equal to 20. That means the calculated difference must be in the range of 10 and 20. If it is 10 and 20, then only a is getting incremented. So a is getting incremented only if x and y is a pair, right? Only if x and y is a pair, then a is getting incremented. So that means it is counting the number of study pairs. A is basically counting the number of study pairs x and y. But why this the statement is like where student y comes after student x? That is some confusion for some others, no?
Yes, ma'am.
So option C is like the number of study pairs x and y, where student y comes before student x. Okay, the twice the number of this is option is incorrect. This is clearly twice we are not counting. No, A is just counting only once. We are incrementing A once if the difference between x and y is bit of the chemistry marks is between 10 and 20. So that we are calling a study pair. So only that time we are incrementing our A. So can you tell here by seeing this is x, no? X is Rahul and all these are y. All these are y, right? X is Rahul and all the remaining things are y inside your while loop. I'm saying about this while loop.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Right, right. X is
yeah.
always at the top and Y is
And
always
y
at
is
the bottom.
always at bottom. So that means x is coming like before y. Y is coming after x, right? So
Yes,
that
ma'am. Yes,
means
ma'am.
the
Actually, I
order
was
of
confused
iterating.
by saying difference YX. YX in difference YX, Y comes before and X come later, right?
Difference yx is same thing. Difference yx also, see, always our x is top and y is below only. Always x is top because x is outer loop and y's are inside the
Okay,
inner loop.
okay.
Difference y. So let's take the marks as
Ma'am, we also count study pair, but it is
it will
YX.
yx, and where same thing where y comes after student x only. See, okay, let's
Okay,
take
ma'am.
example of 20 and 40. Same thing, 40 and 20. Okay, but the thing is like, okay, let us see this example. Here difference xy is like, here difference xy is, x is
20
not
minus
greater
40.
than, yeah, difference xy is like minus, no, minus 20. Minus 20, this is x and this is y, minus 20. They cannot form study pair. But yx, what is the difference of yx? It is like 40 20. Difference of y and difference of x is 40 20, that is 20. 40 minus 20 is 20. So the b will be counted here, b will be incremented. But here, when x is coming and when y are coming, both are coming. Like y always comes after x only, because y is inside your inner loop, no, x is in the outer loop. So for fixed x, like y is changing, no, so y is like always coming after x, because x only we are seeing first, then only we will see y. So but it can be like 20 40, like your iteration can be 20 and 40. So while iterating your cards, the cards can be like this, no, 11, 10, 20, 40, again 60, and 40. So actually, so here take this as example. So this cannot form. So 11 is our actual card. So 11 cannot form study pair with 10 also. With 20 also it cannot form. With 40 it cannot form. 11 minus 40, it is like minus 39. But 40 minus 11 is some valid number only, 40 minus 11 is also 39. It is not difference in the range.
That
It is not.
that might be possible if lies between 20.
Yeah, it's also not possible. It's also not possible because difference. It is not possible to form with pair with anything. So let us say 10. 10 is like 20. Here difference is 10. So 10 minus 20 is minus 10. So this cannot form pair actually. But if you see this in this way, y minus x, if you do, then it will be a pair. The thing is like x x x and y can be a pair, or y comma x can be also a pair. Like you want it to be a pair, like Deepak and Rahul should be pair if the difference must be within the range of 10 and 20. Either x can be greater or either Rahul. So either Deepak mark can be greater or either Rahul's mark can be greater. So you are checking both x y difference and y x difference. That means Rahul's Deepak's difference you are checking, and Deepak Rahul's difference also you are checking. That means in this way and in this way. It can be in any way possible. Either Rahul's or Deepak's can be greater. So that thing also should be included, no? Like, okay, if you do this only this thing xy, only if we check difference xy, and only if we increment a equal to a plus 1, then we will miss this pair, right? 10 and 20 difference is minus 10. So that means Rahul and Deepak cannot be a pair in this way. But what we can see is like their difference actually, Deepak minus Rahul's difference is only 10. They can be actually a pair, like their difference marks is actually a pair, 10. In the chemistry marks difference is only 10. So they can actually be a pair. But if you do in execution in this manner only by checking difference xy, then we will miss that pair. Instead of like, in order to avoid that, only we are checking the difference in both the ways. So instead of doing this difference yx equal to y dot chemistry minus x dot chemistry, we can say here, if minus 10 less than or equal to difference xy, and difference xy less than or equal to minus 20, plus or minus 20, like absolute value. If we say the difference as absolute value, either it can be plus or minus, then this need not be included at that time. So the thing is like, either Rahul's marks can be greater or Deepak's mark can be greater. So that's why in order to count whether it's Rahul's or Deepak, both should be included. No, that's why difference yx and different xy both are taken. But always what you can say is like x. What you can say is like x will come first and then only y is coming. Right? These are y's. X is always coming first. No. That means order of execution. So where student y comes after x, that is true. Is it clear
Yes, ma'am, it is clear.
for everyone?
Yeah. Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
A is XY pair, ma'am.
Yeah, A is xy pair.
Where student Y comes after student X.
Y- yes. Yeah,
Ma'am,
B is
if we
correct
add
answer.
A and B,
Y
then we
YX,
will
ma'am.
get all the required pair as the mentioned in the lecture, right, ma'am?
Yeah, we'll get all the required pairs. Yes.
Ma'am, B
Yeah,
will be YX, no?
B will be
Y comma
yx.
X.
Yeah, B will be y comma x. But basically, the thing is like, okay, if we want a pair that can be
Ma'am, in
xy
B,
or yx pair. Yeah.
Y can mentor X. In A, X can mentor Y.
Yes. Yeah. In A, x mentors y. In B, y mentors x. Yes, that is correct. Yeah, the pair also we call it as yx, because here it is shown as we call xy a study pair. Here we are saying no, if student x can mentor student y. So student x, but xy and y plus s, x will give all the study pairs, like all the study pairs which we want. Okay. Okay, I think that's all here. This is the last questions. Yeah, if you have any other doubts, yeah, you can ask. If not, we'll just stop the session.
Then what is the answer, ma'am?
Yeah, answer is number of study pairs x and y, where student y comes after student x. I will show that. Okay, once. Correct option is B. Okay, correct option choice is B. So number of study pairs x y, where y comes after x.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, if others have doubts, you can ask, or else we can stop this session.
Ma'am, I have a doubt. Ma'am, it's not, it was related to the qualifier exam, not directly to the sessions.
Sorry? Yeah,
Ma'am,
other ones.
when will the whole tickets be released?
Yeah, it will be released soon. Okay, don't worry. Everything will, yeah.
And ma'am, actually, I needed a list of the examination centers within my within the selected cities. So I'm not able to find a list because I'm not yet. I need to know the possible places I may have to go.
For others also, it's not released, no? Hall ticket. Is it released for others?
मैम मैम मुझे वीक थर्ड में डाउट है.
Yeah, yes, Prakash, you can tell your doubt.
यस मैम मुझे वीक थर्ड में डाउट है एक्टिविटी 3.3 में क्वेश्चन नंबर 4.
Okay. Yeah, this thing, no, we have already discussed, but we'll just once. I will
ओके
show.
मैम.
Okay, what percentage of the low frequency word reject hypothesis that low frequency words are long? So we want reject hypothesis thing, no? Low frequency words that are long, that should be rejected. So that means reject hypothesis means that hypothesis should not be true. Like that means low frequency words should not be long. That means low frequency word should be short. No, reject hypothesis means that should be false, right? What percentage of the words reject hypothesis that low frequency words are long? So what we can do is like we can take the low frequency words that are short. How many percentage? What percentage of the low frequency words that are short? We can check. So how many percentage? Like 18 by 20 only, no? 18 by 20 into 100. How much is that? 90 percentage of the words reject the hypothesis that low frequency words are long. So if we say like how many percentage of the words what confirm the hypothesis that low frequency words are long, at that time what you will do is like you will take the low frequency words which are long from total words, from total low frequency words, you will divide, you will divide the low frequency words which are long by the total low frequency words, total low frequency word, and then you will multiply by 100 in order to get the percentage, right? But here we are
Okay.
telling reject the hypothesis. How many reject the hypothesis means that are not following that, which are not what should not be followed, low frequency words should not be long, that should not be followed. So which words won't follow, that means low frequency words are short, right? That should be, that is like the correct
Yes,
thing we
ma'am.
have to check for, no? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Or
18
question
by
number 6.
20. Question number 6 for the same activity.
Yes, ma'am. हाँ मैं हाँ थोड़ा ऊपर. Yes.
Yeah.
And both are same. Average जो ये है और average for.
So actually average f we are calculating at the end. Average I like after every card we are calculating average. After iterating through all the cards we are what calculating the average f. Average f is final average and average I is every step average, no? The final
Okay.
average can be greater than or equal to or less than. Okay, after the code has been executed, which of the following after the code, like that means entire code has finished, right? Entire code
Yes.
execution has finished. So entire execution has finished means average I and average f will store the same values, no? Average I, so okay, let's take like 10 cards. So after iterating of the 10 card, after seeing the 10th card, the average I will be same as your average f, no? Yeah, please take an example of 5 cards. We're
Yes, ma'am.
taking sum and count, like count and see what will happens, because average I is like at the end of your iteration, average I value will be your sum and count will be same, no? At the end after seeing the last card, sum will be same, like sum will be sum of the 5 cards and count will be 5 cards at the end of execution. So average I will be sum divided by count, that means sum of all the 5 cards divided by the 5. So average f also, it will be the sum will be total sum of the 5 cards and the count is like 5 cards. So it is same, both will be same at the end of execution. But if you ask some like in between execution, if the while loop has not finished, then average I can be greater, less or equal to, all these cases are possible. But if you say at the end, like final, like after executing everything, that means average I will be same as your average f. So because for the
Okay.
last cut, okay,
Mm.
okay, for better understanding, you can take some example and you can check. Because at the end, that means after seeing all the 5 cards, like if you have 5 cards, after seeing all the 5 cards, average I will be sum of all that 5 cards divided by the count. That means the
Count
5
of all
cards.
cards.
Yeah. Average f also will be same at the end, because
Yes.
finally after seeing, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, ma'am. Thank
Yeah,
you so much, ma'am.
yeah, it's okay.
Ma'am,
Yeah, yes.
ma'am, ma'am, I have doubt in activity 4.4. 'Hello?
Yeah, yes.
Ma'am, I have doubt in activity 4.4.
4.4.
Second, third, and fourth one, ma'am.
Okay, have you understood the formula which was discussed in the question? How many pairwise comparison we
Yes.
do n into n minus 1 by 2, right?
By
So
2.
the same,
Yes.
yeah, the same thing you have to apply here. Assume that we can distribute 20 objects into bins of equal size. If we go with 4 bins, how many comparisons would we have to make overall? So we have 4 bins. 20 by 4 means 5 objects in each bin. So
Yes.
5, yeah, n is 5 basically. 5 into 5 minus 1 by 2 into 4, because we have 4 bins, no, we have to do that many comparisons for each bin. So 5 into 5 minus 1 by 2, 4 by 2 is like 2, right? 5 into
Yes.
2 is 10, 10 into 4 is 40, because we have 4 bins. So for
Ma'am, which
each bin,
formula we are using in second, ma'am? In second
n
question.
n into n minus 1 by 2 only we are using. What is your n? Like how many elements are there in your each bin? There are 5 elements, because 20 by 4 is 5. Because we have 20 objects, we are making it as 4 bins. That means each bin will have 5 objects, no? Is it clear till
Yes.
here?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
5. So how many comparisons we will do for in each bin? Like
4.
n into n minus 1 by 2, right? So that means we have
Yes.
5 objects in each bin. 5 into 5 minus 1 by 2. That means how many? 10 comparisons we will do for each bin. How many such bins we have? 4 bins. So
4
10
bins.
into 4, 40. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
In third one, ma'am?
So what will be the least number of comparisons we can do? So just the thing is, like, we can compare one comparison will be least, no, we can compare the card with the other card. That will be the least possible comparison we can do, right?
Yes. 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 I got it, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, is.
Ma'am, even I have doubt in activity 4.5.
Okay, 4.5. Yeah, 4.5.
The next, it's third and fourth question.
Okay, third, fourth question. Yeah,
Yes.
this is, yeah, you can tell your confusion. Actually, this is easy question only. Yeah, you can tell.
No, ma'am, I did not understand how both x and y have the same marks.
Okay, let us take, okay, uh if a is left heavy, x comma y returns value false, which of the following scenario is possible? Okay, let us take value of 10 10, m as 10 and n as 10, like m dot total as 10 and n dot total as 10. So we will check whether m dot total minus n dot total greater than 0. No, right? 10 minus 10 is 0. 0 is not greater than 0. So we'll go to the else part. So what this state, this procedure will return, it will return false, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Because, yeah. So okay, it will return false in that case. And also when it will return false, it will return false when m dot total is less than n dot total, no, at that time also. Okay, let us take example of 10 and 12, like m dot total is 10 and n dot total is 12. So 10 minus 12 is minus 2. It's not greater than 0. So it will go to the else part. So it will return false at that time also. So it will return false in both the scenarios. Like when total of x is, that means this, yeah, x whatever we are passing, x is less than, like, or we can say in the other way, when the total of y is greater than x, or when both the totals are same. If we take like total of x is greater than y, that means m total greater than y total, that means 12 10. 12 minus 10 is 2. 2 is greater than 0. In that case it will return true, but in the other way it is returning false. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Same with the fourth question also.
Yeah, you can, I think now you can try.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, you can just check the return value of x comma y is always opposite to return value of y comma x. Is it true or false?
It's false.
Why?
Uh, because it might give 0 also at times.
If both values are same, if both x and y values are same, then procedure x comma y, this will return false, no? Like if
Yes.
both values are same, it will return false. X comma y will return false, and y comma x also it will return false, because here n dot total minus m dot total will happen there, and then it is not greater than 0, it will return false. So if in the equal to cases, if both totals are same, then it will return false. That way it is not always opposite, it will be okay.
I understood, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think, yeah, if no one has doubt, then we can stop end the session, right? Yeah, if you have doubt, you can ask. If not, then we'll just close the session. Okay, then I hope, like, yeah, thanks all for joining the session.